The Chicago Bulls going to be prepared today when they take on the Boston Celtics, one of the best teams in the NBA. Even though the Boston Celtics are going through a little dip at this part of the season, will the Bulls be prepared? Can the Bulls catch the Celtics slipping? We'll talk about it all and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, hosted by Haize, your number one spot for all things Chicago Bulls.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host here, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into it for today, y'all. I feel like I've been talking for the last 3 hours straight. For those that don't know, I did a live for the Vooch Clint Capella thing, turned around and did 2 lives on Chicago Bears Central because news dropped. Turned around after that and then did a live on Chicago Sky Central. Then turned around after that and went live with Pat over on Locked On Bulls. I have been recording basically since 4:30 Eastern time. It's been, man. Nonetheless, though, I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me here, man, on the pregame show for this game where the Chicago Bulls could utterly get destroyed tonight against the Boston Celtics. But one thing that I've learned is that on times where I think like this and I feel like this when it comes to the Chicago Bulls, this is usually when they're surprised. This is usually when they do some shit that's unexpected and they end up having a pretty damn good game. So I would not be surprised at all if tonight that happens with the Chicago Bulls, but we'll see. Ultimately, we'll see when it comes down to it, man. But yeah, Bulls got to be prepared tonight. The Boston Celtics ain't no joke, man. It ain't no joke. This is a team, and the reason why this is such a dangerous team to go with the Chicago Bulls is mainly because this is a team that can shoot the 3 ball just as well as they can, if not better. They can shoot the 3 ball better than them. And the Boston Celtics also have a different gear that they can go into defensively that the Chicago Bulls just have not shown an ability to go into. Then you look at that on top of we're probably going to be missing Coby on top of already missing Zach in this game as well. This can be a very, very difficult call here for the Chicago Bulls. I always look at teams that are truly elite in my book are teams that are top 10 in offense, defense, net rating, and then either turnover or rebounding rate, right? I think if you look at those if you're able to be top 10 in the league in at least 3 out of those 4 categories, you're probably one of the best teams, one of the most dangerous teams in the league, right? The Boston Celtics are 6th in defensive rating, 3rd in offensive rating, 3rd in net rating, 1st in turnover percentage, 12th in rebounding percentage, and they're 9th in true shooting percentage. Despite all the threes that they take, they're still top of the league in true shooting percentage. That's difficult to overcome. It just is what it is when it comes down to it. It's very difficult to overcome that in the league. It's just very, 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 very difficult. So the Bulls are going to have to really be prepared in this game. And if they're not, it's going to be very ugly. Coby is playing today. Oh, thank God. Thank God for Coby White playing. I've been live so much, I haven't even been able to say it. That's great to hear. They're going to need that scoring. Good. Woo. All right, that changes some things. All right, cool. Coby's playing tonight, 25 to 28 minutes. Thank God for the Bulls offense, man. Because if it wasn't for that, it was about to be ugly. About to be mad ugly. Hold on. Bam. Yeah, only Craig and Zach out. All right, cool. I still can't wait to see the starting lineup. They're going to just put in Coby, probably move Io. No, they're going to start Lonzo at the 3? This is going to be really, really interesting to watch. Great news, especially without Zach. That's a big fact. That's a big fact. If there's a team that will play the Celtics back into form, it's the Bulls. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Shout out to the hard work, Haize. Appreciate that, Brazil Popular. Josh, well, if you watch the video I posted yesterday, or this is how I know Josh only shows up for the live streams. I'm just messing with you. Bradley Beal doesn't want to come here. He's not going to waive his no trade clause. So no, there's no movement on that. Now, you mean like rumors in general, like to other teams? Nothing that I've heard. I think the De'Aaron Fox is being available is going to shift a lot of things. I think that's going to shift some stuff personally. Hey, we beat them in their crib last time. You never know any given night. Yeah, I mean, we were fully healthy then, but you never know. That's for sure. That's for sure. What's going on, Tay Hollins? Glad to have you in the building. Watch Billy still going to run out with 4 guard and Vooch lineup against the Celtics, who will have a clear size advantage. I mean, he did it last night. So, I mean, not last night, Monday night. So it wouldn't even surprise me. In other good news, the 76ers in Portland are breathing heavy on our necks as they're both finding it at the moment, which is a plus. Portland can't really breathe down our necks. Oh, you mean as far as in the standings overall? I see what you mean on that. We'll see. But the one thing I'm worried about, I'm not going to lie to you, is the Atlanta Hawks losing Jalen Johnson. I'm a little bit worried about that and how that's going to affect some things. Because, yeah. Just look out for that. Look out for that. Wouldn't mind taking a chance on Zion if we can get a trade done somehow. I understand he'd be attracted to the fine ass deep dish pizza, but he's still young and need a listen. No, I'm good on not trading. Now, if they waive him, that's different. But trading assets for Zion because they still want first, no, that doesn't make any sense. Good. We don't want Brad. Exactly. Nobody wants Bradley Beal. Who's the Boston power forward now? You already know that. Come on, bro. It's Tatum. In regards to I figured that after I said it out loud. Portland's getting better. Don't get my hopes up. That Blazers pick is dead. You're not going to get like we only get the Blazers picks if they make the playoffs. Keep in mind they can get better and still be the worst team in the NBA because that's how bad they were. We're not getting that Portland pick. That Portland pick is going to start turning into 2 seconds. There's no way we're getting that Portland first round pick. We're not getting that. It's not happening. I guess none of our worries really matter if we do sell off Vooch or Zach, whether that happens or not. Yeah, I mean, I'm losing more and more hope that's actually going to happen anytime soon. Not that I just doubt that any move is going to get done. I've said that, been pretty consistent about that. I don't think anything's really going to happen. I just don't. But hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? If the Bulls actually get up off their butts and actually show something, great. Tonight will be great night to start Modest and P. Will or Julian on Tatum and Brown. Yeah, that's with Coby coming back. That's probably not going to happen. Like, I just don't think we don't have any back-to-backs anytime soon, right? I don't think we do. Let's take a look. Oh, we do. We got a back-to-back Tuesday and Wednesday next week. But Zach reportedly is going to be back by then, right? So, but we're not going to have a lot that. And when you really look at this, the Bulls time everything. Like things are intentional. Zach LaVine leaves. Coby White comes back the game after. Then by time we have our next back-to-back, which Lonzo isn't going to be able to play in, Zach LaVine's supposed to be back. This doesn't surprise me. Zion and Bradley Beal, we that desperate? No, we are not. We are not that desperate. I refuse to ever let us as a fan base be that thirsty. But, it is what it is. Let's go get it. Give Boston a taste of what Denver got. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I think the Warriors get desperate in the last 72 hours. We've both been on pretty similar wavelength regarding staying put now and getting hot in the off season. Yeah, I mean, I think that that's the case too. Like, we'll see what the Bulls do, man. I just don't expect a lot from the Bulls leading into this trade deadline personally, but we'll see. And I don't want to see the Bulls make a stupid move, right? I don't want to see them make a move just for the sake of making a move. Like, that's just not where I'm at with this team. I really don't want to see that. So, see what we can do. Warriors are supposedly dangling their 2025 first round pick. They could just hand that over to the Bulls and Vooch is theirs. Well, reportedly, they don't want to give that for Vooch. They only want to give seconds for Vooch. I do think that if the Warriors put that first round pick on the table, I think the Bulls will really do that. But I guess we'll see. Guess we'll see. Haize, how much do you think now the Kings are looking to trade De'Aaron Fox will affect Zach's trade market? None, because Zach's trade market wasn't great. It'd be different if we were talking about a Zach LaVine that had a great trade market, but he hasn't had one. I don't know what the hell just happened there. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. I don't know if that came through the mic, but that just scared the holy shit out of me. But I don't think that it affects Zach. I mean, because De'Aaron Fox trade market was always going to be greater if he's on the market than that. So, we'll see. With Zach out these next 3 games, let's see the Young Bucks, Terry Buzelis, hell, even P. Will play tonight against the other elite team. That's what I talked about on today's daily episode a little bit, like really to see what these guys are going to look like. These young players given, because Billy's going to have to continue to trust them. Hold on real quick. I felt like the light wasn't coming out of that side enough. I had to doctor some stuff up real quick. I may have it too close to the wall. Poltergeist static. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all heard it too? It was crazy. You farted. No, believe me, if I farted, it would have been a lot louder than that. I don't do silent but deadlies. It sounded like the damn earth was shaking if that was the case. Lonzo starting on either Tatum or Brown. Damn, so many possibilities, even that 4-guard lineup. I bring Coby off the bench and have more defense in the starting lineup. We'll see. We'll see. Do you think there'll ever be a second round pick like Joker again? Not like Joker. I don't know if there'll ever be another player like Joker, much less a second round pick. But do I think they're going to be there's a second round pick eventually that's going to be like a great player? Yeah, I could definitely see that happen. But like Jokic, I wouldn't bet on anything being like Jokic. I just wouldn't bet on that because he's such a special player. Ever is a long time, Heath. Yes, but it's extremely rare. To be honest, this team needs a defensive center, lob threat, Miles Turner, Gafford, even Drummond, trade Vooch, fire Billy, hire a competent defensive coach, and let it. Listen, I tell you guys this all the time, and I love you guys, right? When you get to doing all that, you're being unrealistic. Once you get to by the third, and you're not being realistic. All you got to do is do this, and then do that, and then go out and do this, and then tickle Oprah's titty, and then like you might as well just keep throwing some crazy shit in there. You might as well say and bag Rihanna. Like you might as well just keep saying some crazy shit. By the time you're on your second or third, and then you're already too lost in the sauce, way too lost in the sauce. How you feeling, Haize? I'm mainly okay. Do you think if the Warriors offer a 2027 top 14 protected pick for Vooch is a good deal? No, because Vooch's contract's over with by then. I think a lot of their contracts are over with by then. So, no, if you're going out that far, to me, it got to be unprotected. Maybe top 5 protected, top 10, maybe. There's literally 2 dudes out there that are like semi mini Jokic already, Sabonis and Sengun. No, but that's not like Jokic. Now you can talk about play style. I'm talking about caliber, right? You can be a similar play style. Technically, Vooch has a similar play style to Jokic, but he's not nearly the caliber of player Jokic is. Şengün is not nearly the caliber. Sabonis is not nearly the caliber of player that Jokic is. They're just not that caliber of player. They have similar skill sets, but they're not nearly that caliber of player. Who's your MVP so far? I still say Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but I mean, I wouldn't argue anybody who says Jokic. I wouldn't argue anybody that at all. Jokic is having statistically one of the best individual seasons in NBA history. NBA history. Some of these Bulls fans delusional as hell. They think some high ass trade like De'Aaron Fox, any superstar, good role player solves the team's issues is what it is, though. I mean, it comes with the territory. That was one of the things I first learned in doing this job is that people say some crazy shit, and they be dead ass. They be dead ass. I think this game is over before it even started. Listen, Sydney, every time you lose faith, we win. Just be along for the ride. Just be along for it. It's one of the experiences of being a Chicago Bulls fan. You just got to go along for the ride and just come out on the other side of it. I will say the UC number have been looking lower and lower this season, which is a good sign for the Bulls fans to show their distaste towards the front office and ownership. Probably doesn't matter, but still, it takes a few years. Like attendance would have to be down for a few years before they really they take a look at that. We see how good this team was last year, how good they were. We won 39 games. That's a good team to you? We won 39 games, bro. Let's not act like we were like a 50-win team. 39 games. Especially considering they hide behind crowd numbers usually. They do, which some of those even be inflated anyway, right? But 2027 is not that far away. It's not that far, but Diesel, every time you ask a question, don't ask all your questions in the first comment, because you will take up 20 minutes of a 25-minute live stream going on with the same thing, re-explaining shit. My answer's my answer, my brother. That's it. It's done. The answer's the answer. I didn't even say that it was far off. I just said because of who's on the books or who's not on the books. Pay attention. Sometimes some of the questions you ask be dumb. I love you, but they be answered in the original. I'm going to start calling your ass the Quizler, because you ain't ever got no answers, only questions. No takes, just questions. My boy be sitting there in the middle like, oh, can I ask this on the next live stream? What if we got DeMar back with this group? Yeah, no, what? With the way that we play? No. Like, do you want to go back to playing pounded out in the half-court offense? Is that what you want to go back to, Lee? Is that what you want to go back to? It's like I said today about Joel Embiid reportedly wanting Jimmy Butler back. Never call your ex back. Never call him back. Coby was talking about Paul's confidence. It's crazy. We're still talking about his confidence in his year 5. I mean, it's going to forever be a story. It's going to forever be a story. This just never going to leave this team. It's going to forever be a story. What's good, FK? Glad to have you in the building, fam. I really don't understand why a large portion of Bulls fans are so hung up on DeMar. I don't even know either. Like, don't get me wrong, he had some amazing moments here, and I will never take away from that. Some of the moments that DeMar DeRozan had here in the Bulls uniform were special. And I don't care what your distaste for him is, his play style or anything like that. There were special moments that we haven't gotten a lot of here as Bulls fans for a while. But at the same time, though, I don't want to go back. Like, you don't want to go back to that. No, I don't. But remember, before Zoe hurt, we were 27th, the best record. Okay, listen. All right. Oh my God. First of all, that wasn't before Zoe was hurt. Zoe got hurt well before 40 games into the season. So that's the first thing, right? Oh my Jesus. Why do we have to do this every time? First of all, okay, the Chicago Bulls were number one with a point differential of a I think a 42 win team. They weren't going to stay number one. Stop harping on us being number one in a COVID-ridden season where most teams hadn't gotten their momentum together yet because of all the players that were missing and being out with COVID. Yeah, we were number one in the Eastern Conference that hadn't gotten it together yet. That doesn't mean anything. That means nothing. We weren't a championship contender. The team already said we were probably going to fall to about fifth, fourth, or fifth, maybe even sixth that year. It's not that season was not that special. It's not that special. But he also said, but honestly, we were being honest. I don't think we were going to trade anyone and just go for the playoffs. It really fills me with so much distaste for people who are like, oh my God, we were number one team in the East that year. Like, oh my G. Not saying that's what you were doing, bro. I'm just saying for the people that anytime a conversation, but we were number one in the East. What do you mean we weren't a championship contender? We were number one in the East. Nigga, what? Having DeMar now would be so bad, especially since our defense is even worse now than ever. That's a big thing too, as well. That's a big thing too. It's sad that the Bulls wasted all those great years of DeMar. Where DeMar was part of the reason why we were bad too. DeMar was literally one of the reasons why we were bad. Y'all? You do realize that I'm a photographer and director, right? That before any of this podcast shit, I was a photographer. I've worked on several short films. I did video work for Nas. Like, well, you do realize that before I was doing that's why my camera has always looked good. That's why my video quality has always been great on this show, because I record on cinema cameras that literally are used to make Netflix movies. That's what I film on here. So what are you talking about? Like, this is what I do. And before this, I don't really have time. I used to do weddings, all types of things. I do wedding photography, all types of stuff. But I don't do that as much now because I'm with you suckers every single day. This Bulls era has been so ass that any argument from a Bulls fans focuses on the COVID-ridden year when they were still struggled against plus 500 teams, but set in first at the halfway mark. It's crazy. DeMar was great, but bringing him up back is stupid, as we being one piece away, and that we were number one once 3 years ago was a mirage, and move the hell on, man. It's crazy. But yeah. Now I love Tubi movies. Oh, listen, it's a special type of people who love Tubi movies. Listen, I can't do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't do it. I can shoot better shit on my iPhone. What Bulls for like? What the fuck have you been on lately, bro? Like I've been trying my best. What is wrong with you? Like, first of all, who was you talking about Billy Donovan's wife the other day? Now you asking the people who've been filming flicks. What is going on with you, bro? What's happening? Is everything okay at home? Are you okay? Is this a cry for help? Do we need to come check on you? What's going on here, bro? I'm a little concerned. Lately, you've been wilding, bro. And from one person who be wilding to another, I'm a little concerned about you, bro. What's happening? What are we doing? Bro, been tripping, man. What? That's crazy. It's gonna be a fun game tonight. Bulls all day. Hey, man. I don't know how fun it's gonna be. I got a feeling this could get ugly. I got a feeling that this can get ugly. Very, very ugly. Bulls for life watching freaky video for real. That's why. Hey, listen, don't watch that while you watch me, bro. I'm a little uncomfortable now. I'm a little uncomfortable. I don't know what you doing over there, bro, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know what's happening over there. It's gonna get ugly quick, real effing quick. We got our work cut out tonight, big time for sure. And we'll see. Like, and the thing is, I get it where they were getting Coby White back, and that's great. That's all fine and dandy. But I'm a little bit concerned because Coby historically is somebody who comes back very, very slow from injury. Very, very slow from injury. So we'll see. I reckon Modest will get a record minutes this game. We'll see what happens. I assume nothing when it comes to Billy Donovan. Nothing at all. Chances of Giannis coming here in free agency, if they can get anywhere with Dame in the next few years. Well, didn't Giannis re-sign there? Didn't he sign a contract extension? He's not going to become a free agent anytime soon. I think they got Giannis locked up to like what 2032, something like that. Or I'll double check on that. Giannis is under contract until 2028-29. It's not as far out as I thought. But it ain't a few years. We got a little while to wait on that one, brother. He said, we cool. Nah, G, that's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all been wilding today. Y'all acting up. But all right, y'all, I got to get ready to wrap it up. I unfortunately got to go do another recording because I got to go do Bleacher Report now here at 7. I'm tired. I love y'all. I'll be back at halftime. Let's get this dub. Let's hope that the Bulls can get a dub. Yeah, that's all I can say. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See Red. Be back here at halftime. Hit that subscribe button on your way out. Go check Locked on Bulls. Me and Pat had a fire discussion in regards to the Clint Capella and Nikola Vucevic trade thing that got turned down. So make sure you guys go and check that out after this, since you got about 30 minutes till game time. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See Red, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.